All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of No Holds Barred with Sports and Entertainment Talk. We are actually here today. It is November 5th. We're not supposed to be on today, but there's been a lot of breaking news that's been going on the internet around.
Exciting news.
Yeah, I feel like we just need to touch on it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I would be watching the Cowboys game right now, but yeah, this is pretty important. A lot of CMPunk stuff coming out right now. But before we get into it, though, Keith, I do have a question for you, and I feel like that you're about to break some news to all the new subscribers we have.
What's that news?
So you're in the Navy, right? Thank you for your service. You're in the Navy,
I
correct?
am in the Navy.
So you work on submarines too, correct?
I do work on submarines.
Okay. So would you say that's more of like a top secret thing, right? It's like a top
I would
secret.
say I'm not obligated to speak about it.
Okay. Well, why don't you break some news to our new subscribers and let everybody know where you were on your last deployment, what was your mission, and were you guys going to bomb anybody?
I can't talk about that.
I tried. But no, yeah, a lot of stuff coming out right now, man, with CM Punk. So basically, Twitter was going crazy this morning saying that he actually has a call with some execs, some of the board for WWE. And yeah, Twitter was going crazy. Just a couple of things. I want to make sure that there's no misinformation on this show. Okay, so I'm going to try to give it to you guys as best possible, and I'm going to get your thoughts on it. But yeah, a couple things that I did notice is, so Wrestling News is posting it that he has a pending call. You've got Wrestling Ops also talking about the call coming as well. But then you have some saying, hey, don't believe in the reports. But then CM Punk added fuel to the fire. He basically laid some gasoline on it and posted on Instagram today it was about 32 minutes after it went wild. And he posted on saying, I'm meeting with Phil Zacco and Jack Tooney at the China Club, brother. That's basically what he said. Posted the earnings that he still has with AEW. Well, if people don't do their research, okay, people would realize that Phil Zacco and Jack Tooney are both dead. Okay, so they're both dead. They're old promoters for the old wrestling territories, stuff like that. So just adding fuel to the fire. But I just want to get your thoughts on this, Keith. I mean, if there is any smoke, there's sometimes a lot of fire. What are your thoughts on this? And if CM Punk comes back?
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, this is exciting news. You're the one who called me this morning and said, "Hey, if you looked at Twitter, if you looked at Instagram, obviously caught my attention." Hey, I'm a huge CM Punk fan. I know there's a lot of fans that kind of converted away from CM Punk just over all the drama over the last 10 years. I do have some actual facts, right? So it was October 12th when all these rumors started coming out, saying that CM Punk got released from AEW. Is he coming back to WWE? That was the first question everybody asked. And Dave Meltzer comes out and says, "Hey, it's been confirmed that WWE wants nothing to do with CM Punk," right? So it's kind of a way to say, "Hey, we got Survivor Series coming up. Where's Survivor Series at, Corey?
Chicago.
It's in Chicago, right? The hometown of CM Punk. People are going to lose their freaking minds if CM Punk comes back." So I think that WWE came out with this report saying, "Hey, we're not signing CM Punk, so let's just squash that rumor now." But today is different. Today is the first day where it's like real talk of like, wait a minute, what is going on? Why does CM Punk have a call scheduled with WWE? Now, I will say that for the viewers watching this channel, we are not saying that CM Punk is coming back to WWE, but I would tell you if it's looking promising, today's the day to make that decision, right? I'm excited. I would tell you, in my personal opinion, if CM Punk returns, it's going to happen at Survivor Series. It's going to happen in his hometown of Chicago. This is breaking news. Obviously, if any other rumors come out, we'll talk about it on this channel. But this is exciting times for those CM Punk fans out there, man. And in my opinion, if you bring CM Punk back, WWE, bring him back as a heel. He needs to come back as a heel, not a baby face. Trust me, bringing him back as a baby face is going to be the wrong decision.
Okay,
Corey, that's all I got, man.
yeah, if you were Triple H, if you were Triple H right now, would you bring CM Punk back? Is it best for business?
That is a good question, Corey. For business, yes. Now, obviously, there's a lot of drama that comes with CM Punk. But CM Punk, man, he's going to draw some money, and WWE is all about business, right? So, what's best for the fans? What's best for the business? What's best to sell the tickets? In my opinion, the best in the world, CM Punk.
Well, what Phil is doing CM Punk. He's adding fuel to the fire. So I'm going to also add a little bit more fuel to this fire. It also is being reported that CM Punk will be in the same exact building 6 days before, as he's going to be one of the commentators at MMA Super Show. So he will
Yep, I
be
did
in
see
that.
that.
Yep. Yeah. So my personal opinion on this, man, is CM Punk. He reminds me of a relationship. Okay. So when you go and you move in for your first time with your wife, everything's good in the very beginning, everything's great. And then you start seeing these little signs, right? That just gets progressively and progressively worse, right? First year is good, call it the honeymoon phase, but then you start seeing those little signs, and it could be small ones. Let's just say, the girl likes to drink Dr. Peppers and, just randomly lets out a loud burp. That's a small sign, right? Okay. That's what usually typically happens. Okay. Another one would be, clipping your fingernails and just leaving them all over the place. That would be another one. Small, right? Small. You agree? Small?
Yeah. Sounds like you're
Okay.
talking about my wife.
No, and then it goes basically into DEFCON 9, where she's pooping with the door wide open, making eye contact with you, and you got to smell and you're stinking up the house. That's what CM Punk is. You're going to start seeing little small signs as they progressively go. But CM Punk, if you do go to WWE, don't shit with the door open, man. Nobody wants to smell that. That's just my biggest personal opinion on it. They're doing great without him. They would do great with him. I'm sure, he's number 2 still right now in AEW's merchandise sales. He hasn't even been on the show on live TV in like 7 months. That's just it actually goes perfectly right here. Art is in every fart. CM Punk, don't be the fart.
Don't be the fart.
Exactly.
CM Punk, if you come back to WWE, don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. We really want you to come back, but we also don't want you to be an asshole.
Yeah.
It's time to grow up.
Don't be that dude, Phil. All right, one last question. He comes back. Let's say he does that. There is the fire with that smoke. You got to choose one wrestler for him feud with in the very beginning. Who you got?
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. Okay.
Kevin Owens.
Is there any reason or?
I just think that when CM Punk left WWE, he left with all kinds of controversy. He was at the top of the game, probably the hottest babyface in the business. So it shocked the wrestling world. It sent waves through the wrestling world, and people were talking. We're talking about it right now, right? This is years later, and people are still talking about the day that he left WWE, right? And I think with that, there's a lot of unfinished business. And there's also a lot of new talent and talent that we haven't really seen interface with CM Punk, right? He left right after that whole feud with The Rock, which obviously led up for The Rock and Cena. And I want to see some of the newer talent get in the ring with CM Punk. Let's get CM Punk to start pushing people over. And let's not forget, too, CM Punk's never headlined WrestleMania. If you remember when he first left WWE, he came out with that big interview where he just bashed Vince McMahon and all of WWE. He said it very clearly in there that his goal was to headline WrestleMania, and it's the one thing that he never did. So, much like Cody Rhodes, hey, CM Punk, get your head out of your ass, get back in WWE, and let's finish the story.
Yeah. Before I get into my pick real quick, I think I just caught what you said earlier. You said it sounds like your wife. Are you saying your wife poops with the door open?
Well, I will say I said that before you made that comment about pooping with the door open, but no, my wife does not poop with the door open, and I do not wipe her own ass.
I'm not judging.
Does your wife poop with your door open?
I plead the fifth. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. My one would be Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, I don't know if you've seen those interviews. He basically says to stay his cancer out of WWE. He's a cancer. He basically shot real hard on CM Punk. Those feuds are the best feuds. Get in there with Seth
when they get real.
Rollins. And Seth freaking Rollins is the actual best in the world. That feud, kind of like when Matt Hardy and Edge, when they had that feud, there was real blood in it. Well, there's some real blood in this one. But
I mean, like in all reality, Corey, there's so many different feuds that he can go into. There's a lot of dream matches with CM Punk, right? And remember, with CM Punk is money, right? The dude can talk on the microphone. He gets down in the ring. There's publicity everywhere he goes. People want to see this guy. You got people like Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, right? And I mean, even, we can get him back in there now that John Cena's kind of coming back around, right? Like there's just so many different options out there for CM Punk to feud with, and I'd love to see it. I would absolutely love to see it.
Yeah.
I would be excited if CM Punk's music hits. Like Cult of Personality.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Do you have
Chicago.
do you have middle brother syndrome? I feel like
Little
this has
brother
been the
syndrome.
same our whole life. Every time I say something, you never agree with me. Is it because I'm the little baby in the family?
Well, you do have a pretty dumb opinion half the time, Corey. So,
Hey,
Big Brother's got to step up and kind of say how it is,
hey, keep it professional, baby. Keep it professional. But yeah, that I mean, I think that's everything that we got for this. I mean, it's breaking news. If anything else comes out, we'll definitely let you know. Guys, thank you to all the new subscribers and stuff that we've got. We're just trying to build it as fast as possible. I don't know why you guys subscribe to us. Again, we're just a bunch of idiots just talking about wrestling, and we're just giving you guys the content. Yeah, do you have any last things for the subscribers?
Yeah. Hey, so yesterday we posted our first official episode of No Holds Barred. In less than 24 hours, we hit over 100 views. It's a new record for us. So this is a growing channel. Obviously, we've still got a long ways to go. But for those of you guys that are committed, we appreciate it. Like I said from the beginning of this is just us talking about wrestling, and we just want to get other people involved in the conversation. And clearly, we're starting to see that people are starting to get involved in the conversation. By all means, comment on us. Let us know what you think about our opinion on the whole CM Punk situation. If you want to watch our retake of Crown Jewel from yesterday, leave some comments in there, and we'd love to get back to you guys and just try to get everybody else's opinion on this. I appreciate you guys sticking around.
So that is our recap on breaking news with another episode of what is it called, Keith?
No Holds Barred Wrestling
That's it.
Talk.
Thank you and goodbye.